I'm Anne, and this is Elizabeth Ann Reads. Today I'm going to talk about the ReReadathon. This was created by Murphy Napier. I will link her announcement video below. I believe there are 21 different hosts here on BookTube, on Instagram, and also book bloggers as well. So be sure and check out her announcement video. She goes into all the details. The ReReadathon is March 10th to 16th, and there are, I believe, 7 different challenges. I've decided that I'm going to completely ignore the challenges and just read what I want to read. I love rereading. A good percentage of my reading every year is made up of books that I reread. So this is a perfect readathon. It goes for a week, and I can read whatever I want of books that I love. So I have 4 books that I'm hoping to get to this week. The first is Rilla of Ingleside. This is the 8th book in the Anne of Green Gables series. It follows her daughter, Rilla, and it falls during World War I. So it's kind of Rilla's journey from childhood to being a young woman and the challenges that come with living during wartime. I've reread the series, I don't even know how many times. I reread the Anne series last year, and I just never finished it up. So I'm excited to finally finish with Rilla of Ingleside. And this last year, I've also been rereading the Mary Russell series by Laurie R. King. This is book 7. It's called The Game. This series follows a retired Sherlock Holmes and his young apprentice, Mary Russell. And they're really fun. It's really just kind of a different take on the Sherlock Holmes stories, and I highly recommend checking this out. Don't start with this one, of course. Start with the first one, which is called The Beekeeper's Apprentice. Kate Morton is one of my favorite authors. She's an auto-buy author for me. Whenever a new book comes out, I just pick it up immediately, and I've decided this year that I want to reread all of her books. In January, I reread The House at Riverton, so it's time for another one. This is The Forgotten Garden, which is one of my favorites, and it's actually the only one that I've ever reread before. So this will be my 3rd read of The Forgotten Garden. If you don't know about Kate Morton, she writes historical fiction, a little bit on the gothic side. It's got generally a dual timeline, some mystery, some family drama. It's really, really good stuff. So pick up some Kate Morton. I recommend starting with this one if you haven't read Kate Morton before. The last book on my stack for the ReReadathon is Thursday Next, First Among Sequels by Jasper Fforde. Jasper Fforde is my favorite current author, and this is part of the Thursday Next series. This series follows Thursday Next, who is a literary detective. The plot's a little hard to describe, but they're a lot of fun. They're very quirky. There's a lot of literary humor involved, and even characters from books appear in these stories. I highly recommend that you pick up the first book in the series, which is called The Air Affair. Definitely worth your time. So that is it for the ReReadathon, the 4 books that I'm hoping to get to this week. Let me know down in the comments below, do you like to reread? Does rereading not work for you? I know for some people it doesn't. But if you do like to reread, what are your favorite books that you go back to over and over and over again? I would love to hear. Maybe add a few more to my stack for the future. Thanks for watching.